Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and let's get started. So today, we're going to play some Vault Hunters. I've been waiting for my new computer for a little while now. Got it about 2 weeks ago. And here we are. New computer is officially here. I've got it set up. I'm running Streamlabs OBS now instead of Twitch Studio. And hoping that things actually work out well here. It's going to be quite interesting. So, Vault Hunters, for those who don't know, is an action RPG take on Minecraft. So, build bases, run vaults, and improve skills and unlock mods and everything. So I am actually quite excited to play this. It's definitely something that I have only played very briefly and just in the last week or two, and even that, not a whole lot. So I'm actually kind of walking into this one relatively brand new. I've watched a lot of Iskal85 in his VODs, his stream replays over on YouTube, and he's been doing an SMP over there with a bunch of friends, and honestly it's been kind of a lot of fun to watch. So I figured I'd give a hand at this. Let me keep checking here. I got some volume stuff, so let me go ahead and raise up my levels here. Definitely new to the system, so hopefully that's a little bit better. But yeah, so Vault Hunters, this is going to be fun. This is Java edition. I am a Bedrock player, and this is definitely different for me to be playing. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. The day is going to start to run away from us, and I'm going to go ahead and start digging in to get some wood here. But yeah, so Vault Hunters, like I said, that's a good start. Vault Hunters is kind of an action RPG version of Minecraft, and is going to be quite interesting. So watching it, I've seen a lot of other people play, and like Chosen Architect and Iskal85, and they are fantastic gamers, and they are very good at what they do. I, on the other hand, after playing this even in creative for a little bit, have realized I am nowhere near as good. I am nowhere near as good at this as I wanted to be. And so I'm going to be taking this quite slow. I am honestly not that good after kind of watching myself. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is we're just going to go ahead and get some basic setup, because we got to get us going. But yeah, I thought I would be pretty good at this, but I got a slice of humble pie pretty quickly and found out that I am not that great. So and then for anybody who is wondering, Mr. Baldy Beardy, I see you over there. Like I said, I am primarily a Bedrock player, and I still am and still will be. What I actually hope to do is kill this cow, because apparently I can't do that. What I actually hope to do is I hope to be able to I really hope to be able to play all of these things. So I don't know why I'm not. There we go. Honestly, my hope here is to be able to play on a couple different streams. So I want to be able to play Vault Hunters on one day. I want to be able to play my Bedrock Realm on another day, and then I actually want to play a little bit of some Switch games. I want to be able to play a little bit there too. Hang on a second. I have left some trees floating, and I need to fix that. So I'm actually going to be trying to stream a bunch of different things. So we'll see how this goes. Also, don't mind me. Some of the controls on this are just like way different than I'm used to. Like everything defaults to slot 8, and I'm not used to this. But yeah, so I'm going to be trying to do this on one day, and then hopefully be able to play Bedrock on another day, keep working on my mountain, keep working on the game that I'm playing, and yeah, just hopefully be able to actually do multiple things. I want to play some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and I want to play Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I want to get a converter for RGB to HDMI because I have a capture card, and run that from my GameCube into the computer as well. And then give me that back. Give me this, and then be able to play things like Pokemon Yellow. I think that would be a lot of fun to stream that. I noticed that there weren't a whole lot of people who were actually streaming that. And, I mean, I know it's old game, probably has run its course, but I figured that'd be a lot of fun. And let me know how the frames are going, because on my end at the moment, I am seeing a little tiny bit of lag. It's a little bit harder to see some things. But I want to make sure that the quality is at least good for everybody else. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get going here. I will confess where I'm at. I have actually already seen this area. I am in a brand new survival world with this, but what I did prior to starting this is I opened it up in a creative world so that I could kind of fly around a little bit, because I am behind the 8 ball when it comes down to Vault Hunters. So what I wanted to do was make sure that though I was going to start behind the 8 ball, that I could at least kind of know where I'm going, what I'm doing, where I want to live, etc. Because I want to make sure that I can at least like not have to deal with some of the frustrations that this game can definitely bring. I'll grab some coconuts. So one of the things that I did not do was try to find anything that you really shouldn't find, like, going into spectator mode and then diving into like, where are diamonds, where's netherite, or where's vault stone, or anything like that. I did not do that, so a lot of this will still be 100% like brand new world stuff for me, but I do at least know where I want to live, and I will actually have to pull up a Word document because I saved a bunch of waypoints and stuff. All right, let's hurry up and make a bed before I get killed. One of the fun parts is I have to know all the recipes. And I tell you what, grateful that I've been playing. Grateful I've been playing a little bit, so I know how to do this. And I do apologize, I had my volume down a little bit. So Vault Hunters, action RPG game that is based around Minecraft. There are, I think, 134 mods in this game. And so basically what you do is it's like Minecraft. There's definitely plenty of the vanilla experience. I'm gonna go chop down that tree because that just looks horrendous. There's plenty of the vanilla experience. It has gone through now 3 iterations. This is the 3rd edition. I think I put 1.18, but it's also known as the version 3 or 3rd edition. And basically what you do, you can do your basic vanilla stuff, but then kind of the point is to unlock mods as you go. It is to work towards getting into vaults, which are kind of like puzzle areas. They're a lot of fun, actually. We'll be getting to some of that as we go. And then the ultimate like end game goal is to collect artifacts. There's 25 of them in total, and then when you collect all 25, you can enter into the final vault to officially beat the game. So In my creation of the game that I've been playing and working on in Bedrock, we have a game that I've been working on that's relatively similar. So for people like Baldy Beardy and Livy, you guys are kind of experiencing now the game that has helped me have inspiration. Wow, this cow is fast. Okay, yeah, my PvP skills need some help. So this and a little bit of Tango's decked out game are all serving as the inspiration for all of the levels in the DC Adventures game that I'm doing. And so, Baldy Beardy, this here is actually just a single player world. There are ways to play in some servers. I am not going to play in a server because they play on hard. They all play on hard, and for now, since this is my first take on this, I'm going to go ahead and just be playing like the vault difficulty is easy, but I do have the game difficulty on hard. Okay, let me see here. Music and sounds. Alrighty. Let's come down. 75%. Alright, I've got the music down, got weather down, blocks, hostiles, friendlies, players, voice and speech. Okay. Oops. Alrighty. Let me know how that is. And then one thing you'll notice too, like there's a lot of stuff like this in the game. So there are a lot of things that just are not native to Bedrock for sure. So, all right, one of the fun things that you guys are going to see here is already going to be one of the things that's probably, especially as Bedrock players who don't really get to experience some of these mods, gonna end up blowing your mind. But I need a villager actually to be in here. I really hope I wasn't too close and all these villagers decided to run off and die. Alright. For those of you fellow Bedrockers, who's ready for this? Shift. Oh, yeah, there we go. We've got villagers in our inventory. Alright, let's go ahead and suit up. Actually, so one of the things that I did was I wanted to make sure that I was ready and like kind of knew where I was going and what I was doing. I'll take these. And so when I started the creative version of this, I noticed I really liked this seed because it had a village right away. And honestly, villagers are like the most important thing, like right off the bat. Everybody knows how good villagers are. Hello. So I wanted to make sure that I was able to pick up a bunch of villagers because one of the things that you're going to need to do is get your enchantments going, because nobody wants to like deal with the pain of like trying to find villagers early on. I will take these. What was my key for this? Was that R? T? No. No, it's not E. No. 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 Okay. 1 second. Let's shut the door and keep myself safe. Yeah, that's arguably one of the best parts about this, is villagers in the inventory. It is absolutely beautiful, and I utterly love this. Alright, let's see. Sort. Player inventory, sort backpack. Let's go with, I know that's probably not the best idea, but I don't care. No, okay. What happened here? I had this set up. In the past. Yeah, sort player inventory. I don't care about that. Sort target inventory. Okay, that's what it is. All right, let's go left shift. Oh, actually. No, not that one. And shift. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I definitely understand the bitterness of having to pull villagers in boats and minecarts. That is definitely a real frustration, and I've also been there. But yes, so yeah, one of the best parts about this is the fact that you can literally throw villagers into your inventory, and it is fantastic. So this is going to help quite a bit early on. Okay, don't care. Actually, seeds. I don't know why I'm actually going to take seeds or anything at the moment. But yeah, so this is one of the fun parts of. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, guys. I'm hitting so many buttons. But yeah, so this is one of the fun parts about this. Thank you for having legacy damage. Always love that. Yeah, so this is just the beginning. This is just the start of an incredible mod pack. Yeah, I don't mind that. My shift key got stuck, so I'm actually gonna have to change that. Alright, keybinds. And welcome to Y. Yeah, we'll just call it space. That's actually a really good thing. My fingers are always on spacebar. But yeah, welcome to why I decided I needed to play this. That's the wrong key. Before actually streaming. Do you mind? That guy really did not want me in here. It's like he knew I was coming for him. But yeah, I figured I needed to play this as much as I could. Alright, let's see here. Got a Fletcher tables. Shut the door. Let's take a look at music and sounds. Alright, let's bring the game volume back down. Okay, there's 65. Let's see. Alright. Let's jump off screen here. Pull this up just a little bit. And okay. Alrighty, Baldy Beardy, let me know how that is. I am sitting about 8 inches back from my microphone. And I've got the game volume down a little bit more. Like I said, about 6 to 8 inches back from the microphone. Hopefully that's good. I do see it going into the yellow just a little bit, so hopefully it's not clipping too bad. And then I'm going to use this villager to punch up some hay bales. Okay, so I got some hay. That'll give me some bread for a little bit. Alright, now Baldy Beardy, just to check with you, is it the master volume itself, like, is it like the music that's coming in over the game, or is it things like the blocks breaking that are really messing with it? Because I can always turn the blocks down. So let's see here. So okay, so no music, that's good. Now tell me if you're having any issues hearing me over breaking stuff like the hay bales, because I want to make sure I get this right. This is one of the best parts about having your friends watch you stream, is that they can give you live feedback, which is always appreciated, especially when you're a novice like me and have really only done about 6 to 8 streams. Alrighty, perfect. Sounds like the mix is good. Also doesn't help that Baldy Beardy is a professional audio visual master. So when that guy speaks, I listen. Appreciate you, Baldy Beardy. Alright, this is going to get us set up for some bread. I think this is going to be good for food, because arguably food is one of the hardest things to come by and like make sure you have enough of. Especially when you get into vaults, like the food doesn't actually do health regen the same way that we're used to. Like it's actually really tricky. Like there is no real regen. Basically you just kind of have to tough it out, and there are certain things that can do health regen, but for the Oh, it's a cat. But for the most part, like, there is no actual, like, hey, I'm gonna eat a golden carrot and then I'm gonna heal. Like, that does not actually happen. Alright, let's get rid of the black wool and the light gray wool. We don't need that. I don't need that. I'm actually gonna get rid of this one piece of white wool. Acacia blossom. Those are really gonna be necessary. Okay, I've got a bed. Some sticks, some seeds. Okay. I think we're doing okay. Livy, I'm so sorry. I probably just clipped there, but yeah, sorry. I couldn't, I can't help myself. These villagers have caused us so much pain over the years that we need to utilize their heads to bash open some hay bales. All right, let's see here. 22, is that in the right direction? No, that's not the right direction. Okay, so I found a couple spots I wanted to actually live in, but at the same time, I don't think I'm gonna go to some of them, and they're also in like the opposite direction. So let me see here. I'm gonna go ahead and start heading towards where I want to live. And I think you guys are really gonna like this. Let's throw this in my own chat here so I can always pull this up. We're going to -30, -2204. Don't mind that. It's me being stupid and trying to run that as a command. Let's sleep. All right. I am far from kitted out in a good way, but you know what, that is okay. We're gonna make do. I've got what, 7 villagers. I don't even have stone tools, but it's a brand new day. I've got a bed on me. I'm actually going to steal that bed. You know what, I'm gonna steal another bed here in a sec. And the reason I'm going to do that is because since we're going 2,000 blocks away, I would like to not die and then have to come all the way back here. That was one of the things in my first world that I was doing this with. That is exactly what happened. I died so many times and had to come back to spawn, and it was frustrating as all get out. Alrighty. Let's see, what is T? Okay, so -30, -2204. So we're gonna wanna go off in, don't mind me, I'm not even looking at the screen really. 2204. All right. You know what? I'm gonna need to make a boat. So definitely a little bit of an ocean to cross here. Let's plop this bad boy down. And we're off. Okay. So that was part of why I wanted to actually be where I was. This is why I wanted to use this world, is because I knew I had a village right nearby. And I felt that that was going to go fairly well to start. Let's see here. So, sorry, this boat, it's definitely different than using a controller. But yeah, I wanted to start off somewhere where I could at least have like a good start. You know, I wanted to be able to pick up some beds, some food, some villagers. I didn't realize that there were emeralds that were going to be there, a little bit of armor, which is nice. Just because I just did not want to have to deal with some of this stuff, like some of that early game stuff without some things. So, a little cheaty, but you know, I felt it was okay because like it's not like I was really going in and like breaking the game in creative so that I could like, you know, have a perfectly easy time here. Yeah, and one thing you'll notice too, so the trees that we see on the right that aren't the jungle trees, those are walnut trees. They kind of look like palm trees, and I think the builders and the guys that did this did a really good job. I really like that. Like the walnut is fun. Like there's some, you can actually like make walnuts, and I think there's like coconuts and stuff like that, and it's pretty cool. One of the fun parts about where we're heading is we actually do have an ocean monument somewhat nearby, so you guys are going to watch me as I attempt to get to where I want to be without being murdered. But yeah, they definitely look like palm trees. Like there's so much like modded terrain in this that it's unreal. Like it if you're going through this game, you really find biomes and terrain that you really like compared to vanilla Minecraft. And this is what has like inspired me for some of the builds that I do, is just seeing some of this stuff. Like I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love everything that has been created for this game. Like it's absolutely fantastic. Oh, yep, and you can already see the ocean monument there on the left. So I'm gonna do my best to steer clear of that bad boy. I'll come back to that some other time, because the Java way of tackling one of those and making a guardian farm is way different. Way different. And I don't know how much I want to do that. For anybody who was around during our very first iteration of our realm, they will know that I tried to make a Java-based guardian farm, and it failed miserably because we were on Bedrock. So it was absolutely hilarious watching me do that, because I sucked. And it was a lot of soul sand, a lot of frustration. And after I built it and it didn't work, I just gave up and walked away. I was like, I am not doing this anymore. One of the other cool things that I wanted to show off, mini-map. So you can actually see, this is where I spawned. That's world spawn right back there. And I think one of the fun parts is you can see that I've come over here. Like you can actually like scroll out and see a bunch of different things. So one of the coolest parts is like you don't have to wonder, oh, where was a snowy biome? Like if you've been over it, you will find it again. All right, let's see here. Negative 2204. We are getting there. Still about 400 blocks out. So not gonna lie, where we're headed is a type of base that I've always wanted to do, and was even wanting to do for our realm and Bedrock, and never did it because I got into a million other projects. And when it shows up here eventually, I know I set the waypoint on it in the other one, so that's why I have the coordinates. Where is it? It'll show up soon. It'll show up soon, I promise. Making a liar out of me. Oh, yeah. No, it definitely has shown up. I'm just not looking at it. There it is! There it is. This is where I'm gonna live for a little bit. Like, unless I find something else, like, that's where I'm going. So, I was always wanting to do an island in the sky. Oh my gosh, there are 2 ocean monuments. That's how much I was paying attention, was the fact that there are 2 ocean monuments and I had only found 1. I didn't even know about the other one I passed. I knew about this one. This is why I thought I was gonna die. So, one of the best parts about this is that there's a single section of water that drops down here. Hello? Okay, well, my boat just quit. Okay, well, up we get. Yeah, so this is where we're gonna live. This is where we're gonna live. This is what we're gonna play with. I'm gonna need some air. Can I pop out of this far enough to get some air without falling? Yes, there we go. So, Baldy Beardy, my theory here on that boat sinking is either there was some magma blocks there that made it fall. Okay, I did not actually come up this way. So, all right, let's we're gonna have some fun with this. I did not actually come up this way, so I did not realize, and I'm gonna start suffocating. But yeah, so I think there may have been some magma blocks there. Oh, I'm such a dork. Okay. Well, this is gonna take a minute. Wait, can I? Wait. Oh no! All right, come on, back. Don't, nope, don't suffocate. All right. But yeah, so I think there was either magma blocks under there, or it hit this path of water coming down, and that's what took it down, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, that was absolutely hilarious. All right, let's join the Stone Age. Yeah, Stone Age. All right, now let's just hope I don't fall off of this. But let's go ahead and dig our way up. So one of the things, too, that I have to be careful of is the fact that I'm in an island in the sky. Thankfully, it's completely over water. So I don't necessarily have to worry about, like, taking fall damage or anything. Let's put that right there. But the fact, like, if I fall off, like, it's going to be a long ways back up until I have an elytra, which thankfully isn't terribly hard to come by. But this is an island in the sky. There's only so much room in it. And I can't really mine here. So, like, I can get some basic resources, but even though I'm up here in this island, I still have to go all the way back down and find an area to go mining. And that is not exactly something that I know where to do yet. So, even though I've been in the world, doesn't mean I know exactly where I'm going to go do that. Let's see. Ooh, is that moss? That is moss. Okay. All right. I didn't even have to use a bed for like a waypoint or anything. All right, we are home. This, I'm gonna steal this actually real quick. This is where we're gonna call home for a little while. I should probably get a torch. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a quick torch here. Here we go. All right. Throw down a bed so I don't get blown up here. All right. Yeah, one of the best parts about this is the fact that, like, this is like a multi-biome area. Cactus on the ground. We've got acacia saplings. We've got sunflowers. We've got coal. Like, some of the stuff I saw, some of the stuff I didn't. Okay, looks like I got that. Yeah, we've got sand. Sand. All right. Now, let's go find a little spot to build. Or at least, like, set up a little hut. Oh, got a pig. Hello, Techno Pig. And then for anybody part of the realm, Baldy, Beardy, and Livy, you guys would be happy to know that I took off the Techno Pigs. Switching over to this new computer, I currently have like some different things that are not working right. Like, I have the grass with the sides, and I have like the glass. Like, mine is not letting me take off the borderless glass. Like, I logged in on my iPad and could see that, like, the borders were on the regular glass, but, like, on my PC, it was borderless, so I basically couldn't see the glass. It was awful. And I've added it and subtracted it, like, a number of times, and it's just driving me insane. But I have basically been doing my best to, like, remove things. I took off directional hoppers. I took off the sticky piston thing, so that I think the sticky piston was already gone, but then also directional observers I've taken off. I've removed quite a few of kind of like the unnecessary ones. So hopefully that helps a little bit for performance of the realm. It's always hard to like know like what the realm is actually doing, like what's causing it to struggle. Gotcha, Baldy Beardy. Armor displays, were you using like glass or were you using like tinted glass or something? I'm assuming probably like regular glass, and now it's like borderless so you can see the armor display a little better. Is that what's going on? I really need to figure out where on this island I want to settle. Like, I'm just wandering. Oh, nice. Okay, so you had just plain glass, so you can see it better. So my only beef with the borderless glass is the fact that, like, you cannot see the glass itself. Like, you can see, like, the little streaks, but that's it. And I tell you what, that is so hard to see. But yeah, I will definitely come over to Rivendell and check that out. I did notice, I was on yesterday or the day before, I did notice you've put in a significant amount of work, and there are some extra mountains around. Oh, that sucks. I am at cloud level. I may have to turn that off. But I have definitely noticed you have put in some insane work. Like, it looks really good. Like, I thought my mountains looked okay, you know, because I'm partial to it. It's my mountains. But, dude, you have done some crazy good work out there. Like, I'm very, very impressed. Alright, I'm gonna need to find somewhere, and I think what I'm doing is, like, I'm trying to have, like, a good location. This cloud killing me right now. I'm, like, worried I'm gonna fall through this island. Alright, let's see here. I feel like I had a good spot. It doesn't help. This island is very dense. So like the second set. Is that the one that was the second set of mountains that you did? Is that the ones that are basically like over the... Hello? Over like the mine entrance? Mark that bad boy. Is that like over where like the mine entrance was? And like the cart and stuff like that that had been built out there. Is that where that's at? Where's that? Video settings, full screen VSync, bobbing, quality, clouds, fancy off. Okay, apply. Cool. Hey, no more clouds, no more clouds. All right. I think I'm just gonna say I'm gonna build here at this side of the island. Actually, you know what? I probably should have my house be somewhere near the entrance that I came up in, especially as long as I don't have any kind of way to get up here. It's so funny I'm still using a stone pick. Or a stone pick. Obviously, I'm not using a stone pick. Wooden pick. Alright, how's my inventory? Okay, cluttered. Alrighty. Let's see. Hopefully the frames are doing okay. I'm seeing like I'm using 0.0% CPU at 30 FPS, and like basically everything should be running smoothly. So to me, that's just like, I don't care like my experience. I care about the one for you guys, everybody actually watching. I want to make sure that you guys can see well enough. Okay. More coal. Okay, good. Frames have been great. Second side of the mountains are the ones that go toward the ginormous hole next to the village. Brain function. Okay, so goes towards the ginormous hole next to the village. Okay, so if you're looking at Rivendell, it's off to the right, which is where I had a mine entrance. It's not those, is it? Like, you said it's the one that goes towards the ginormous hole. Like, I know which one you mean, like that, like the original mine. Sorry, I mean like that, like facade mine entrance that I had created like a while back. The one that literally was just there for decoration. How's the sound of me actually mining stuff? Is that obnoxious? Because I'm realizing that's actually like, it's coming up a decent ways in terms of volume. Let me know how that is. Where even is that? It's hilarious. This is not even like the biggest island, and I've already kind of like gotten myself lost just trying to do a circle. Okay, the second set of mountains. Wait, you built over the top of the stable that I did start and never finished yet. No, that's pretty much typical of me. So, like, housing, I don't know why. I struggle with it so bad. Like, I wanted to make this really cool stable, and it seemed simple enough, and then I started building, and then I was like, this is not what I want to build, because I suck at building houses. So, yeah, sorry about that. Definitely okay that you built over that. I really don't mind. Okay, sounds are not bad. Okay. Appreciate you. I just see it, like, popping up quite a bit. Like, the levels. Like, obviously we want to hear the mining. We want to know that I'm doing something. But I just don't want it to be obnoxious. Okay. I think I'm just going to build on this side of the island and stop being such a doofus about it. Also doesn't help it's like super rainy. I have a feeling that I've already passed over that area because I didn't mark it with really anything. That is okay. Okay, so I've got a couple items on the ground over there. Okay, monument is here, which means that, let's see here. Which way did I come from? No, I came from this way. I think I came like up this way. Oh well. Let's see here. Yeah, I could bring up a water bucket, make a new waterfall. But yes, I believe I can sleep. I think it's, yeah, no, it's the same as, it's the same for us as it is here. Wait. Hey! Looky what look at what I found. Alright, I'm just gonna build over in this area. Like right here, I'm just gonna end up clearing a bunch of stuff out and just say, this is where I'm building a little hut so that I at least have something indoors, because I just need to get a little home going so that I can drop my stuff off. Let's drop this bad boy down. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Actually, let's go ahead and get out of the Stone Age. Let's grab, oops. Okay, now I've got an axe. Oops. Take a sword, and then I will take a shovel. And then let's make, get out. Let's make a double chest. And that is control, that is not. Get out of my inventory. Let's pull the bed back. Now it is dark. Sweet. Alright, let's This is so annoying. I really, really need to figure this out. The fact that it like puts everything over on the right hand side instead just drives me up a wall. Okay, let's grab some bread. And I think we'll call it good for now. All right, there we go. Got a little bit more bread. Okay, let's get some jungle trees out of here, and then once I put up like just a tiny little house, I'm gonna go ahead and go do some mining. All right, and I'm sure one of the things you noticed while I was putting my stuff away was how fast I got stuff put away. That is one of the beautiful features of this game. It's the fact that like you can just hold down shift and then like hold down your mouse clicker and just say get out of my inventory. It's beautiful. Okay. Perfect. Now, put all the rest of the wood over here. All right, let's get some of this out of the way. I will say this, one of the fun parts about playing this originally, and Livy knows all about like the fact that I died and had to traverse like 3,000 blocks to get all my stuff back. I, for the life of me, could not find any iron, like anywhere. It was awful. I was so mad. I was like, I need iron, and I think I got all the way down to deep slate level, and I didn't find a single piece. And I was like, this is not okay with me. I need iron to make tools, because as soon as I find diamonds, whenever that might be, like I would like to actually be able to mine them. Get out of here. Yeah, it took me absolutely forever, Livy. It was not the most pleasant experience. And then like I think one of the hardest parts too, like in order to even be able to get into the vaults, you have certain things you have to collect, and like basically what you have to do is you have to find vault stone. And when you find the vault stone, you'll find that there's a lot of like when you get this, then you get that, and then when you get that, you get something else kind of thing. There's a lot of that in this game. So one of the worst parts is like when you find the vault stone, when you mine it, you get vault cobblestone, and then there's a 10% chance that you're gonna get a vault, like a chipped vault rock or something like that, and you have to take 4 of those. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have to take 4 of them, and then you make a diamond on the crafting grid, and then you have to put like a chromatic iron ingot with it in order to actually make a vault rock, which you have to put on a vault altar, which I forget the actual recipe for that one. But then you do the vault altar, then you have to collect the resources, which thankfully early game is not hard. 4, 5, 6, 7. I hope that 2, 3. Yep. Okay. So it's not terribly difficult to come by like some of these resources early on in the game, but it definitely takes a hot minute. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna play a little bit of not Bedrock, like vanilla Minecraft for a bit to get the resources. But like, yeah, I couldn't find the chromatic iron ingots, and I got so mad. I was like, I have been mining forever. Like the world I was in, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and enable like cheats and stuff like that. So I was like, cool, we're gonna go ahead and just say, like, you know, give me a netherite pick, give me all these skill orbs so I could get what's called vein miner, which you guys are gonna hate me as soon as I start using vein miner. And I went digging, and with vein miner I was doing 40 blocks. 40. Like, when I would mine one block, 40 blocks would come out. I couldn't find any chromatic iron, and I dug forever, and I burned through probably 10 or 15 netherite picks. None of them had unbreaking or efficiency or any of that good jazz, but I burned through so many picks. I was so mad that, like, all that work, and I couldn't even find it, and so I was like, fine. Give at Eli the Fry Guy chromatic iron. I felt so cheaty doing that, but I'm like, I don't care. I want to play this game, and I want to enjoy it, and I thankfully knew that was a thing. People had said, like, oh my gosh, I cannot for the life of me find chromatic iron. And so thankfully I was at least aware that that was going to become an issue. But doesn't mean it was any less painful to deal with. All right, coolio. So I think this is going to be okay to get us started. Maybe instead of cobble here. It's going to be an absolute waste of resource here. But yeah, so that was awful. That was one of my first experiences actually playing this. So it took a long time to actually like get into a vault. And then when I got in, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm terrible at this. It was hilarious, like just how bad I was. All right. Do I dare? Yeah, it's gonna look horrible. That's fine. This looks terrible, but that's okay. We're not here to make things look good yet. I'm here to play Vault Hunters. I want to play. All right, now let's see. What do I wish to make the roof out of? I have more of this. So let's see. Let's throw some dirt for some scaffolding. I don't even care like how this is gonna end up looking. Oh, we're gonna pretend that's how I wanted that. Okay, let's fix this. More dirt. Come on, there we go. Ugh, I will say this. Some of the controls in Java, not what I'm used to. Like, just not what I'm used to. Like, I would have had that block placed by now in Bedrock. And pop. Okay. Let's see. No, I don't have a 3x3, so I can't do that. Okay, that's 6. This is gonna give me 4. This hut is going to be so disgustingly bad, but that's okay. Do you mind? I'm building here. Okay. Put away my 5 cobblestone. I never thought I would actually be struggling for cobblestone early. But, I mean, I guess that's what I get for, like, not actually going mining yet. So one of the things about Vault Hunters for you guys, since Vault Hunters is kind of a little bit foreign for you guys, I've been watching Iskall for a while, so it's not as like foreign to me. But like one of the things that you do is like in order to get into a vault, you have to make a vault crystal. And these vault crystals, in a way you could say, require sacrifices. Or in this regards, those sacrifices are resources. So thankfully, it, for the most part, is like vanilla resources. Like, it's not like, oh my gosh, you have to like find this modded this or that. But thankfully, it's like actually vanilla resources. So when I finally get the altar set up and I've got the vault rock ready to go, it'll ask for four different things. And it could be literally anything. It could be bells. It could be poisonous mushroom, or not poisonous mushrooms, poisonous potatoes. It could be cobblestone, bones, emeralds, diamonds. How? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm out of that, but I guess that's okay. We'll just, yeah. Hey, that looks horrible. Doesn't matter. But so basically it just requires resources. And so basically, like, and it could be dirt, you know, it could be wood, it could be sand, it could be gravel, it could be concrete. Like, some of the stuff that it eventually will ask for is quite brutal in the amounts. So, like, it's going to start out and probably ask me for, like, 1 spider eye, 2 string, 6 cobble, 3 gravel. Later on in the game, now, I don't know how much these are scaling for this edition of Vault Hunters. I've only watched Iskall up to the point where he's gotten to level 30, like vault level. So if you see down here, I've got a 0. This is my vault level. I'm level 0. It goes up to level 100. It used to go to like 250 or 255, but it's 100 now. He's only at level 30, and so I haven't like seen some of the scalings that the vaulter, as they call it, will request. But I do know that at one point there were like drop in 6,000 cobblestone and stuff like that. And so it's brutal how expensive some things can get. And so one of the things that you have to do is you have to make sure you've got some form of farm. Like, you cannot just not have farms. And then one of the best parts about setting up all of the farms is that once you've like got all these farms and stuff, you can unlock different mods and whatnot throughout all of the creation of these things. And these mods can help you, like the create mod is in this game. There's mechanism, there's RF tools. Some of the stuff I'm like kind of spitting out off the top of my head, and I could be wrong. Some of these things did get removed, like in the old editions, but basically there are a bunch of mods in here that can help make things automated. So like, I know that there was a cobblestone generator that Iskall did in the 1.16 version of this, and basically what it was, like, it just sat there like, it was a stone generator, and then there was like a crusher and stuff like that. Like, he didn't even have to do, that's my pickaxe. He didn't even have to do anything. Like, he basically could just sit there and collect his resources. And so then there was like one point he had like 90 some odd thousand stone or cobblestone, and it was unreal. And then you can add things that like convert certain blocks, like, you know, put this together with it, and now you've got sand, and then that sand occasionally can be turned into glass and stuff like that. So there's some very, very powerful mods in this game, and I don't do modded Minecraft. Like, I hated the idea of mods because I'm like, it's a vanilla experience, you just need to enjoy the game as it is. Vault Hunters has really opened my eyes to it, and so I mean, I'm still kind of like stiff-necked over it, but I'm excited to get into them. But because I don't normally do mods, I don't even really know how to play some of these mods. I really gotta stop doing this. Nope, gimme. Okay, get in there, give me that. And then it's, ooh. Okay, this is me literally forgetting how to do some of these. Did I really want the jungle one? That's okay. So one of the things that you will see me do at some point during this playthrough is I will be unlocking where did that go? I will be unlocking mods, and I will be playing with them and experimenting. I don't know most of them, so it will definitely be kind of like a hilarious like adjustment for me, but I do know that there are definitely some mods like early on that are going to help with like automation that I want to use and like storage and whatnot, and so I'm really excited for that. Like I think I want to do like the simple storage. There's one called botany pots, which basically you can put something like a cactus or wheat seeds and stuff into these pots, and then don't ask what I'm doing there. And then like what you can do is like they sit there and they grow, and then you can make like hopper pots, which then like as they grow and then pop off of the thing, like they can then turn into like you can collect it and put it into a storage system. Refined storage and simple storage and stuff like that. You can basically have like a controlling unit, so I could say like that block right there is my controller, have a million chests down below, and then link it up with the appropriate lines and stuff like that, and I can just come up here and access all of my storage at once, and even have like a crafting grid and stuff. So for that, I'm actually like super excited for that. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, you know what? The one thing I really need to do is like with food, I need to like actually get a furnace here. But yeah, so we're definitely going to play with some of the mods. I'm really excited for that, and hopefully you guys enjoy that as well, because it's going to be quite the interesting experience for me to get into it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. And hopefully you guys can see some of the inspiration that like I've taken from other Minecrafters and the different things that they've done, and like how it's translated into the different things that I do for like our realm and stuff. Okay, let's pop that there. Let's grab some more coal. Okay, alrighty. I think we're in a good spot for some of this. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is start collecting. While my food is going, I'm going to collect a little bit of cobble so that I can get some tools going, and then head off of this island and back to mining. One of the things that I did find, because in order to find chromatic iron, one of the things that makes it so difficult to come by is the fact that it is it's at Y-30 and below, and it's super rare, and it's never exposed to air. It's only exposed to like blocks itself, so basically it's always hidden. And then the like, I guess the hack or whatever you want to call it is that you can do to find it is go through like water ravines, and then from there, let's see, actually give me those back. From those ravines you can basically find, like if it's all in water, you dive deep down and sometimes you'll find it exposed to like that water, and that's kind of like the little cheaty way of finding stuff like that. And that's what I did. I found like I think 4, so I can at least start and like get into some vaults relatively early. But I did notice like in the creative versions, like jumping into it, like I needed to make sure I had a bunch of resources, and I didn't have it, so like really set me in a bad spot to start. So I want to make sure I don't just jump in too early and, you know, be kind of dumb about things. Alright, so it looks like we're getting some good meat. I will eventually be working with the villagers. I want to make sure that I can go ahead and get them going. But I'm not going to do that yet because, as we all know, villagers do take a lot of like resources, like emeralds and stuff like that. And emeralds, as you saw, I only have 6, so I don't want to jump into trying to get them because I don't want to like find a trade I want and then not be able to use it. What I will do real fast is I will show. Let's see if I do that. They cannot get out. Boop. So this is a leather worker. I may not actually be able to use this guy later, but they have a cycle trades thing. So if you notice, I'm like clicking super fast. You can like fly through these. I need to check my keybind. Controls, keybind, cycle. Cycle trades. Is that a C? I think that's a C. Yeah, that's a C. Okay, that's... Oh, gosh. Nope, no, nope, nope, nope. Don't mind me. I'm going to put this back to C. That's good, actually. So, what you can do for the villagers that are librarians. So, say this is like, you know, the normal spot for a book. You can literally now hit your C button, cycle the trades, see the book, and just keep going. This is arguably one of the most amazing things for villagers because you can constantly see what it is, and you don't have to break their workstation, put them back down, break the workstation, put it back down, break the workstation, put it back down. That's like awful. So I think that's arguably one of the better parts about this is like you don't have to you don't have to deal with stuff like that. So in Bedrock we can do the whole piston pushing thing, and that works to like reset trades, but that doesn't work in Java. It does not work in Java, unfortunately. So yeah, this is like a game changer. I think the thing is that there's just so much about this game that like they had to do some stuff to make it a smidgen easier. All right, so I've got a furnace, I've got some coal, I've got a crafting bench. I need a bed to take with me. Whew, that was close. And I'm so sorry, Baldy Beardy, for anybody watching chat. Baldy Beardy on our realm is currently the guy with the most villagers. I did the initial one to get us set up, and then Baldy Beardy like really outdid himself and made an absolutely fantastic iron farm and villager trading hall, and is killing it. And yeah, the amount of work he's done with villagers, bro, I am so sorry. So very sorry. So sorry. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah. No, for real. Like, you put in a ton of work on those villagers, and I feel so bad for you. Oh, man. I'm just going to drop that in there. I don't care for that. Yeah, seriously. It was a lot of work, but we really do constantly use that. I haven't in a while, but it's because I've mainly been building, and I'm thinking what I'm gonna eventually do is I may stop using things like Protection 4, and I may like I'm wanting to do certain things within the game that are like quality of life things. So like, hang on one sec. Armor and tools are totally broken. Protection 4 has like this. How do I explain it? Like I've heard Iskal say it like a million times, but basically Protection 4 is broken, and like even Mojang agrees that it's broken. And so like basically what it is, like you can like there's no quantifiable amount of like damage reduction that protection is actually giving you, and they've actually removed it from Vault Hunters. People are like super butthurt about that, and I'm like, okay, that's nice. Like it's been removed and they've put in a better system. So for me, what I want to actually do is I don't want to use some of the protections, and I don't want to use like mending anymore, because like I want my armor to break. I don't want like god armor. Like I don't want god armor anymore, so that like, you know, it just never breaks, I never die. Like I actually want to like enjoy parts of the game for that. So that's something that I want to work towards. But yes, we do use that for like, you know, efficiency, and yeah, now I guess streamer brain at the moment, I'm like losing everything, but like yeah, we use it for everything else. All right, let's drop a quick waypoint here, and then we're gonna go ahead and call this. We'll call this the waterfall entry. How's that? Sweet. All right, so this is a waypoint. One of the best parts, you can literally mark stuff on your map. I can literally see this is my waterfall entry right here. I could mark this if I really felt this to be necessary, but I don't. But what I do know is there are some caverns around here, but I need to actually do a regular mining session. Trying to think where I actually want to go down. I'll probably go here. I didn't even mark that. Let's use bread for now instead of the beef. We'll use the beef in more of like a emergency situation. Okay, facing the right direction, and off we get. All right, let's go ahead and do our first mining session. One of the cool parts about where I'm at, I think there's also a lot of coral around here, so it's gonna be a lot of fun to like actually have beautiful blocks. All right, so one of the things I just saw is this. Should have brought some doors with me. All right, let's get out of here. The reason why I'm looking at stuff like that is because that's where I'm going to find chromatic iron at some point, and that's going to be like one of the most important things. Let's pick up some wood real fast. Okay, let the games begin. And actually, before I do this, let's take this, drop that, then I've got this chest, and then, yeah, I'll keep all those items on me for now. Cool, I'll take that chest. All right. Let's get moving. Hopefully I find some iron relatively quickly, because I am really not about like having to go all the way down and like deal with digging deep slate with just stone tools, because that would be, what on earth? But yeah, so now that we are into just kind of like digging and digging and digging. Oh, let's put these in my offhand actually. So, Vault Hunters. Not everybody likes it. Modded Minecraft. Not everybody's about modded Minecraft. But I will tell you this is actually a lot of fun. So like I was saying initially, you go through and you play in what's called vaults. And so like you're gonna make a vault portal at some point, which is once you find the vault stone. And I believe what you have to do for this vault stone, I believe like what you end up having to do for it is like you create, like you get the vault cobblestone, you'll see it and I'll make sure to point it out. You got your vault cobble, and then you have to throw it in a furnace. That'll make like the polished vault stone. And then it's basically like making a nether portal. So I think it has the same dimensional requirements and everything. And then once you've got that, that's when you make sure you've got your vault altar or the vaulter, which we can actually look here. Where is it? Probably should just type altar. Nope. Where are you? Not there. Oh, I was spelling altar wrong. So the vault altar. 2 obsidian, 4 stone bricks, 2 chromatic iron ingots, and a diamond. Pretty expensive. Pretty expensive. Like, getting obsidian, even with a diamond pickaxe, takes forever. The chromatic iron ingots, that's going to be literally 9 of the iron nuggets. Like, that's gonna cost a pretty penny. And that sucks. But that's a vault altar. Once you get that, you take the chipped vault rocks, 4 of them with a vault or chromatic iron ingot, makes your vault rock. You literally place this on the vault altar, vaulter. Once you've put it on there, it'll tell you what you need to do to complete it. And like I said, it can basically be just about anything. I believe what they did was they made it nothing but vanilla resources, which I'm very grateful for, because like some of the mod resources and stuff, like the the blocks that you would get like either through a mod or for a mod, they're kind of a pain in the butt to come by. Like when we get down here, you're gonna see a lot of ore that just is not normal for vanilla Minecraft. You're gonna see like tin, you're gonna see osmium, you're gonna see like a bunch of other random stuff. Like I still feel like I've only like scratched the surface on some of it. There's quite a bit. So there's gonna be quite a few things that we're going to see down here, but like honestly most of it's going to be irrelevant for me, especially not having any of the actual mods for them, because like they're all like modded blocks and stuff. Okay, let's have a quick sleep. But yeah, so that gets you into the vaults. Now the vaults themselves, when you walk in to the vault, you go through your portal basically, and it just like teleports you into it. You've got 25 minutes of exploration to get in and get out, and hopefully get out alive. When you walk in, there's basically like you're going to be in a starter room. It's completely safe. There's nothing there that's going to hurt you. You're going to walk down a hallway, and then you're going to end up into a room. And these rooms are going to be shaped different ways. There's going to be an overall theme for the vault, where basically like, you know, it could be a jungle theme, it could be deserted island, or like a pirate kind of theme. It can be it will be a while before I get it, but like there's nether themes, there's a void theme, there's a bunch of different themes within these vaults, and it's pretty cool. Like the amount of work that the building team put into building these things is really amazing. Like it's just unreal, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate them. Like it just blows my mind, the work that they've put in. But yeah, so then you walk into a room, it's going to have a different shape, it's going to go different directions. Usually it's just kind of like a center area, and then like you can walk across, and then like rooms will be typically to your left or front, right, or left, right, and center. There we go. And then like you can go through those rooms, and then like it's just like a series of rooms, and then there's going to be loot. There's going to be points of interest throughout there, and there's going to be mob spawners that'll spawn mobs either continuously. There will be ambush spawners, which is the same thing, but they like stop after a little bit and break, so then there's no more mobs that come out of it. But they're like guarding chests. And so there's like a bunch of different kinds. There's like wooden, ornate, and living and whatnot, like different kinds. So we'll see them when we get through them, but it's definitely really cool. This right here is the first like modded ore. I'm gonna go ahead and break it. Raw tin. So if you see, requires research thermal expansion. So this is for the thermal expansion mod. That's basically what this is for. So basically, I have to have the thermal expansion mod in order to use that one, or to like utilize that block. I don't have it because you need to actually have knowledge points in order to research the different mods, and I have 0 and won't have 1 for quite a while. I believe I'll probably be anywhere between vault level 5 and 7 before I can actually like unlock my first mod. All right, so we've got a couple other blocks here. So this one right here, give me that. This is the Certus quartz dust. And then this one, I don't think this is going to drop it because I think you need an iron pick for it. Yeah, and I don't know what that one actually is, unfortunately. So for the inquisitive minds, I couldn't tell you what that one is, but also kind of like an irrelevant ore because I can't use it. I think it's also a thermal expansion one. Okay, so we're kind of getting down here a little bit. Still haven't found any iron, which is mildly concerning to me. I'm not thrilled about that because my stone tools will be running out eventually. I think I have one more pick after this one. It's kind of unfortunate. So, but we are kind of getting down there a little bit. Almost to Y0 to get down into the deep slate. If I can find a cavern, I'll find some iron. It won't be terribly difficult at that point. One thing that you can see is on the mini-map. Can I... Oops. Didn't mean to actually add a waypoint. Okay. But you can kind of see on the mini map there at the top left of the screen that like there's more than just this tunnel that I'm digging. There's actually like a deeper area. And so those are like little caverns and pathways and stuff. Thankfully, I did find some iron. That is a pitiful vein. I could really use a little bit more iron than that. Like, I can make one pickaxe from this. Yeah, exactly one pick. Okay, and then real quick, one thing to note, it is drawing in on 1 o'clock for me. Actually, just a couple minutes shy, so I'm going to be a little bit more scatterbrained here, but I do need to be looking at my other computer real quick. Okay, yes, I just tried to sign in. Yes, that's me. Okay. Let's see here. And then I left my crafting bench up top, which is fine. But we'll go ahead and get our first iron pick. We'll have that at the ready here soon. Let's see, let's actually throw down that chest. And then I'm gonna get rid of these modded things, plus the copper is really not needed. I obviously cannot use a crafting grid sometimes. Okay. 1 o'clock already. Alright guys, so my hope here is I just want to get down far enough to start some mining. And I think what I'll do is, depending on the day, I may actually mine a little bit, just keep going down. It's just going to be basic strip mining, looking for some diamonds. But if I do find some interesting things, I will save it for the next stream. But I will go ahead and let you know that I will stop streaming once I get down a little bit further. I'd like to be able to play longer, but unfortunately, time within the day just not going to allow it. And that is the beauty of vanilla, or just like basically the vanilla process of Minecraft, is it takes absolutely forever when you're digging with stone picks. You're at the mercy of not having efficiency 5 and then looking off the block early like I like to do, and now having to just deal with deep slate. So sorry for anybody who's got to bear through that. So let's get down. There is a cavern a little bit behind me. I could potentially go down that way, but if I do go there, that will likely be full of mobs that are just going to want to eat my face. So I'm not sure how much I'm down for that. Actually, let's go ahead and just deal with this first. Alright, we've officially crossed below Y0. I will tell you what, like this whole terrain edition, like adding in all of these blocks beneath is just crazy. Like utterly crazy. 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. Like the amount of work it takes to get down into the earth and the amount of loading that it has to do, crazy. Utterly crazy. Like, great idea, but man, I tell you what, it really puts a huge strain on everything. Okay. Man, this gravel just wants to make life a little bit more tough. Oh, I am out of torches. I did not actually select to put that in my offhand. That's on me. Alright, let's keep going down. Thankfully, this gravel is actually helping me go just a smidge faster, though I'm not caring as much to go down. Or do like 5 whole blocks at a time. Ooh, let's see. Let's grab the iron pick just to be safe here. What do we got? 'Cause that is not gold. That is sulfur. Another thermal expansion. Or all right. Oops. So much of me wants to be like, yeah, we're getting there. And then I realize I still have like 40 some odd blocks to go down. Yeah, doing this with a stone pick is just so painful. It's so painful right now. So one of the things that I'm kind of sad about is the fact that like I have yet to actually see a cavern as I'm going down. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and point this out real fast. So, for those of you watching, we see this block. It's beautiful. I love this block. I also hate that block with a fiery passion. And the reason I hate that block is because this is fluorite. Let's see, I don't even think that's gonna, oh, it did drop, okay. This is fluorite, okay, for the mechanism mod. This is literally the fluorite ore block. And it is the most aggravating block to see because it looks practically identical to chromatic iron. It just doesn't have some of these other pieces. So this block existed, and then they made the chromatic iron block without knowing that this is what this one looked like. So this one has like, you know, a couple extra bits. Chromatic iron is like 4, just 4. And like once you see it, you're like, okay, I see it, I get it. Like I can tell the difference. But when you are mining for chromatic iron and all you can find is fluorite, you want to throw something out the window. Because it is so bad. Like chromatic iron is so rare. It is so hard to get. And it's necessary to even get into the vaults. And when you just can't find it and you're like, oh my gosh, I think I finally found some. Oh no, it's fluorite. You want to seriously throw something out the window. Like that was me not that long ago, like working on my other worlds. Like that was really painful. So yeah, you'll find that that it's gonna be there when we're hoping to find chromatic iron instead. So just be ready for that pain. Be ready. Okay, 1 second, guys. Cool. All right, let's go. Making sure that nothing's burning down yet. Oh no, I've lost my stone pick. Okay. I gotta hope that I don't like burn through this too early. And I know that there was that diamond ore that I never went back to, back on my island, and I could go grab that, but unfortunately that's only gonna grant me like 1, possibly 2 diamonds. like if there's more than one there. So I'd love to have a diamond pick, but not having silk touch or mending or anything of the sort, I don't really want to risk that just yet. But thankfully, we seem to have found a little bit of iron. This makes me very happy. But what doesn't make me happy is the fact that that was 3 again. Oh, I'm so sorry for anybody who gets motion sick right now. This whole walking up a stair, stopping, having to throw down a stair, this is probably awful to see. Okay, that's the fluorite. Okay. Sulfur. I'm such a dork. Worst part is I just want to do this super fast, and then that's what gets me into trouble. Ugh. Hey. Okay. Let's get that thrown in there. Let's get these out. I'm gonna come by a lot of some of this stuff, and I just don't need it. Okay, I'm gonna throw that out. Okay, keep the wood. The wood's actually very helpful, as it'll help me craft a crafting grid later. Let's get that out of here. Okay, let's go ahead and make another iron pick. I don't care so much about armor just yet. I'm gonna throw this bed down. So if I die, at least I'm going to be close enough to my stuff. Ugh, this is why you make it 5 high. You smash your head if you only do 4. Oh, yay. More iron. That actually makes me really happy. Like, it was so painful not having iron. Okay, so we've got at least another 3 pieces. So I know I can make at least one more pick. Okay, so I'm going to leave. I'm going to throw that there. And then we're going to continue digging this way. Okay, looks like I got some more iron there. Happy about that. That's actually a good point, Baldy Beardy, thank you. Iron commonly being found with tough. The only reason I'm not going to do that just yet is because I just don't want to waste too much of the iron pick. And it's kind of like one of those gambles. Like, mine more of it, like mine the tough, and use the pick to get potential iron. But there's like no guarantee, but at the same time, like, it's pretty likely that it's there. All right. Sorry guys, gotta keep clearing my throat. Looks like I've found a few diamonds. Mama Fries, hello. Hello, how is the museum? Are you guys having fun? Diamonds! Oh my gosh, yes! And I found more than just one. Oh. Yeah! Oh, this makes me happy. Also say hello to Mama Fulton. And say hello to the other little man for me. Also say hi to Sam. I miss my little kiddo. All right. Yay. 4 diamonds. Got some uranium. This is making me happy. Okay. Got some redstone. Wow, we got quite a bit of iron. Oh my gosh, this makes me happy. Yes. Okay. Now, the question is, do I really want to use my first 4 diamonds for a pick? Or do I want to use those diamonds for other things like an enchantment table? As I think that's 1 or 2. Like, what do I want to use my diamonds for? You know what? I think I found one of the actual iron veins. I don't think I've ever personally found one of those iron veins that just goes for days. I've never actually found one. And I think I finally did. Because this is actually a lot of iron. Holy cow. Like, I'm all for this. Too bad I don't have fortune right now. Yeah, it's definitely worth digging it out now. That's for sure. Baldy Beardy, I know you've actually found one of these before. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. Yes. Yeah, mining one out before building the iron farm was probably felt really nice. Oh my gosh, yay! I did find an iron vein. This makes me super happy. Okay. As Iskal would say, pause, 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 pause. I'm gonna take this. Alright, oof, 18 stairs. Oh gosh, okay, I did that. Yep, I did that. I only have 18 stairs left. Hopefully this can at least get me to where I was doing the stairs. Okay. Yay, okay. Let's go. Oof. This is really hard to like look at. All right. I think this is going to be a good use of the coal. The funny thing is like in my other world that I did doing creative for this, I had like no iron, but like a million things of coal. Like it was amazing. I couldn't help but find coal everywhere. So I think I just had a couple stacks, and I was just like, okay, no big deal, no big deal. That's what we're gonna do. All right, while we're waiting for this, let's take a look at some of the stuff that you can get within the game. So obviously, like, there's just so many different like visual upgrades. You know, we've got the different kinds of chests. Like there's a walnut chest, a twisted chest, living wood, jungle, birch, spruce, prismarine chest, azalea chest. Like there's a lot of stuff. There's even the nether brick trap chest. Okay. So it's pretty cool. Purple trap chest. Lots of different things. Now, one of the things I was talking about was like the different points of interest within vaults. Wooden points of interest, altars, the gilded, ornate, treasure, living, and we're back to the wooden. So wooden is the most common. I think like this is where you're gonna find like 3, 4 chests, something like that, in each one of the points of interest. And then the next one I think is ornate. Following that. And so these are just a little bit nicer. I was watching a video that Hellfire Mage did that basically explains the kind of loot that you can get out of it. So each chest will have a different kind of loot. Gilded is like the next one up from there, and then the living chest up from there. Now for the altar chest, there's like quote unquote gods within the game, and they're like the vault idols and stuff, or like the totems of undying guys. So basically what you're looking at is there's like, I know of 3. There's like a time requirement. There's a levels requirement. There's a hearts requirement. And then there's one for killing mobs. So a couple different requirements for each of these. And they're different colored. So like one of them's like kill 8 mobs, but you have to do it like within a certain range of the altar. Once you kill them all, the chest becomes full, and then you can actually open it. There's ones where you can like sacrifice time. The one that was for hearts, I think literally just changed in the 6H update that they did for this. I forget exactly what you sacrifice instead? I think, oh, it's mana. So you sacrifice mana. Down in my bottom left corner, you can see this tiny little like blue bar that looks like it's got bubbles. That's mana. And that's kind of like how you utilize certain skills, such as like dash and heal and I think vein miner. So you would sacrifice some of the mana for that. And then let's see, so we did the mobs, we did the mana, time, and then levels. So levels are like your actual experience levels. So I'm level 9 right now with the basic experience that you would otherwise use for enchanting. So that's what you would sacrifice. So like it might say like 12 levels or something like that. So as long as you have 12 levels worth of experience, then you can give it to the chest and then it'll transform. You'll see it. They're like translucent kind of things. And then you see like these little levels going up. And then there's lots of really cool loot inside of those. Then there's these treasure chests. So after level 10, I believe you can find key pieces. And once you've found these key pieces, I think it's 4 of them that you put together with like a very specific type of gem. And then like say the sparkletine gem or something like that. And when you put that together with the key pieces, you get a key. And then when you're running in the vaults, you will occasionally see treasure doors. And their colors dictate what type it is. So I think... let's see, actually, let's type in the sparkle. This is named after Captain Sparkles. Okay, so sparkletine cluster is what you would have to make the sparkletine key, which is this one right here. So one of these 4 key pieces gets you the sparkletine key. If you find a yellow door, it's the sparkletine treasure room. And then you go in there, and then there's going to be one of those treasure chests. And then you can open the treasure chest. It's got some like insane loot. And then there's treasure sand below. And you can basically go through and like mine out the sand, and then it'll drop certain gems for you. It's quite the interesting system, and it's pretty amazing. Like, I'm excited to actually do stuff like that. All right, let's see. Okay, just gonna gear up real fast. To me, I think this is gonna be the most necessary thing to do. Okay, let's take off these, let's throw those on. These are still gonna be relevant. I'm kind of sad I never got the leather boots, because like also in the other world, I ran over a lot of snow, and I ran into powdered snow a lot, and it was very frustrating. Very, very, very frustrating, because I would fall in all the time. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and bite the bullet, because I don't know what I'm going to find down here. I'm going to make a diamond pick, and I think I'm going to leave this other diamond here for now. And then I'm actually going to make at least one more iron pick, because I don't want to actually use... Okay, that ought to do good for a little bit. I don't actually want to use too terribly much of this diamond pick. I only want to use it when I find things like the vault stone, chromatic iron, and obsidian. I want to make sure that I actually have a good pick for that. Well, would you look at that? It's nighttime. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good here to start. I think we're in a good spot. Let's head back down. And let's keep going. Let's at least punch out these 5th blocks. Let's see. There we go. Punch these out, because I get tired of knocking my head. And I think one of the things is I'll have to remember to come back here for some of that iron later, because that was amazing. Oh, and I only have 6 torches. Okay, so I may have to go back up and grab the coal and make some more torches for coming through here. Let's see. Oh gosh, yeah, these are all at 4. Yeah, because if I find any kind of cavern whatsoever, I'm gonna need torches for sure. And I will tell you what, like, these mobs, especially in Java, will just absolutely overrun you. Like, I'm used to fighting mobs. I am not used to fighting them at the same level. Like, it's kind of unreal to me. Like, I got killed so many times in my other world. It's unreal. Yeah, never even found one of these. That makes me happy. Who's a happy boy? Who's a happy boy? Yeah, boy. Apparently, I'm just taking this down. Okay, so anybody want to guess what this is? Do we think it's fluorite or do we think it's chromatic iron? I know what it is. And I hate it. We hates it. We hates it. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and pick this up. Yep, more. Oh. Oh my. I actually hear mobs. Okay. Somebody's grabbing that. Yep. More fluorite. I don't even know if I'm going to get down to like 58 at this point because of this vein. Like, I want to. But there's just so much iron. It's so pretty. Dude, these are really exciting to find. Like, I am enjoying myself way too much here. What do we got? Okay. This is another modded thing. This is zinc. That's for the create mod. Okay. Let's keep going down. I am super grateful to have found this. This is going to help so much starting out. I like how I was like, hey, let's keep going down. And then what am I doing? I'm mining more of the iron. I'm not ADHD. You're ADHD. Wait. Wait. No. Guys, we found chromatic iron. We found chromatic iron. Yeah. Oh, man. That was not what I was expecting. Oh. Oh, yeah. So, chromatic iron is similar to these giant veins of iron. In terms of, like, the big veins, like, the big veins of regular iron are very rare. They're not super common. Chromatic iron itself is very rare. But when you find it in large quantities. Raw chromatic iron, guys. It's also found in wooden chests. So once you're in the vaults, you can kind of, for the most part, like, keep your chromatic iron supplies up by just looting as much as possible. So, like, that's one of the things about Vault Hunters. It's really made to be like a looting heavy based game. Oh my gosh, this makes me so happy. This is not what I expected, guys. I did not expect to not only find an iron vein, a couple diamonds, but then even a chromatic iron vein. I really expected to, like, get down to start strip mining, and I was going to be there for, like, days and days and days. I've actually heard horror stories of people who've been, like, mining for chromatic iron for 8+ hours and never found any. And given the fact that you don't have any skill points because you can't get into the vaults without this stuff, like, you don't have vein miner, so you are fully going through just dealing with deep slate. You might be finding some diamonds, you know, but, like, that's kind of it. Like, you're not, like, getting anything that you're just like, yes, I'm so excited. Like, it's just not happening. So this, oh my gosh, this is gonna set me up for a little bit, and I'm so happy because, like, when I did find Oh yeah. Okay. This is getting even better. Like this is just not what I was expecting today. What I did find in terms of the chromatic iron in the other world was like I think I found a little segment of 4. Let me pick these up real quick. I found like 4 of these, like literally just like 4 blocks, and that was it. It was kind of like finding regular diamonds. You're like, ooh, cool, and then you're like, oh, is that all? And that was all. I was so sad. I was like, well, I guess if I can't find any, I'll default to going there just to get into the vault. But I don't have to. I don't have to. I don't have to. And then one of the things that I've already seen that for any like non-experienced vault hunter people, right there, that's vault stone. So not only did I find chromatic iron, I also found some vault stone. All right, guys, give me one quick second here. Okay. Sorry about that. Trying to make sure I've got all my stuff set up so that like I can actually be of use today. Guys, this is amazing. There's so much chromatic iron here. I've already gotten over a stack. Oh, and one thing I want to show you guys too. You guys are gonna love this. So, Baldy Beardy. Actually, real quick. So, Livy, yes. So this is actually normal. So when you do find one of these veins, you find a full vein. So it's super rare, but enormous veins. So apparently this is actually relatively normal. I was super disappointed when I found like the 4 ore blocks before, because I was like, that's not normal. You're not supposed to only get like 4 of these. You're supposed to be able to get a giant vein. And I dug and dug and dug to find any more, and I couldn't find any more. I was so mad. Okay, so Baldy Brady, you and I are kind of like, you know, storage system masters, or just like people who really want to have like a really big storage system, right? And so as we mine out blocks, we have a ton of blocks, right? So cobblestone, we've got 1,000,000 bits of cobblestone. I actually am like super low on cobblestone because I think I got silk touch too quickly, and then like hardly ever mine with anything other than my silk touch pick. But one of the cool things about this game is that they have a solution to this. Let's head on back up here. Okay, I've got some stairs. They have a solution to some of this. Now, it's not for everything, but it is compressed blocks. Sadly, Deep Slate is not one of them. So let's see, got my vault cobble. Wow, I got almost 2.5 stacks, guys. Unreal. Okay, I know I dropped a lot of my cobble back upstairs. So, real fast, I'm gonna take a peek at something here on my other computer. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Oh, let's go ahead and actually, nope, don't have any room. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a look here at compressed blocks. So you see I've got almost 2.5 stacks of cobblestone. Let's go ahead and throw it in the crafting grid Spread it around. This is a compressed cobblestone block. This is 9 cobblestone in one. I just compressed almost 2.5 stacks of cobblestone into 17 blocks. 17. That, to me, is another one of those like, ooh, game changer kind of things. Because to me, that is a game changer. That was like perfect timing for that pick to break. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. And let's eat. Yeah. So, whoopsie, give me that back. This is compressed cobblestone. So one of the reasons this is like super important is you can basically take stacks of compressed cobblestone and then like, so say I need blocks, okay, but I've got this. Pop that in there, boom, you can uncraft it. So now you've got nine blocks. What I've seen a lot of people do is they'll take in like a stack or a couple stacks of compressed blocks, and then they'll have a stack on them and then a stack in their backpacks or something. And then they'll use these blocks to like tower up to mark where they came from and stuff like that. And so this basically will be kind of like a compressed way of like holding blocks in your inventory for things that you're going to need. Now, one of the cool parts about this game, you can keep compressing. This is a 2 times. So this is 9, this is 9, this is 9, this is 9. This is an 81 cobblestone that would be compressed into 1 block. It is amazing. I love this. Like, I love this feature. It is fantastic. Okay, give me these. I want these here. Throw these in here. Dude, I just realized I'm still using some other stone tools. All right, let's have a sleep. Looks like everything at work is being quiet for me, so I can keep going. All right, now I had already picked up one vault stone while I was down here, but we're gonna go ahead and focus on the vault stone now that all that chromatic iron has been picked up. And yes, I'll be back for the rest of that. So this is vault stone. This and this and this and this and not that. And this is all vault stone. So this is when I mine this is going to give me vault cobblestone right there. So now I've got vault cobblestone. This is basically like cobblestone, except this is like the Vault Hunter's vault version of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to mine all of this, because this is a very important block. When I throw it through a furnace, it will smelt down and it will become polished, and then I can make an actual vault portal for it, or from it, and then we can actually enter a vault at some point. I'm going to pick all this up. I did not. Oh, I got one. All right. Here's the chipped vault rock. This is a 10% drop chance. I need 4 of these plus 1 chromatic iron ingot in order to make a vault, like a vault stone, basically, to then make a vault crystal and enter the vault. So I basically have run across now everything that I need to enter a vault. I'm obviously not going to do that just yet because I'm still in iron gear. I have 1 diamond to my name, and I would like to actually survive. There are ways to still survive in the vault when you get in there, because like there will be mobs. Like you can just basically avoid all points of interest and never have a mob come after you. I prefer not to go that route because I actually want to get to those points of interest and loot the chests. All right, and this is just another one of those modded blocks. This is the uranium. I think we'd already picked some of that up. So yeah, now we get to pick up some of this. So as you can see, we're starting to get some of the chipped vault rocks. So Pretty soon I'll have 4. If you come through here with fortune and mine these, the chance at getting an actual chipped vault rock goes up. So thankfully you can come through here with like fortune, and if I were to say have like fortune 3 or fortune 3 plus oh gosh, copiously on one of my pickaxes. Whoops, throwing down torches. No, I actually used all my torches by doing that. Then I could actually get more. So copious is like one of those skills slash like things that you get from like a trinket, which is a whole nother story, which even I don't fully understand yet. But basically it can add more levels of fortune onto your pickaxe. So I could come through here and hit the same vein up with a fortune pick and just be overloaded full of the chipped vault rocks, which thankfully I can already guaranteed make 2 vault crystals. I think one of the cool parts is I found like an enormous vein of vault rock back in the other world, and I think I walked out of there with almost 2 stacks of vault stone, which was pretty crazy. This just makes me so happy. Like I literally found like just about everything I needed. I just need to get diamonds and then cover myself with those, go grab some netherite so that I can at least have a little bit higher defensive stats, because when you get attacked by mobs, I'm on the easy difficulty for the vault itself, which just means that like mobs have half health and do I think half the damage. They still hurt. They hurt a lot. Like it is brutal. So that's something to watch out for. But you just want to have like good defense when you go in there, because like the point is to not get overwhelmed by mobs, because without health regen, like as a natural thing, something that you have to like drink health potions for, get golden apples for, which is not as easy as it is in vanilla Minecraft, it's very difficult to stay alive. One of the things about easy vault difficulty is that it also allows me to die in the vault and keep my stuff. So if you die in a vault, you lose everything. Like whatever you took in with you is gone. Like you no longer have it. And that is arguably one of the hardest things to like deal with. So what I did was, I know I'm on easy, but I also set the like one of the game modes to casual, which is really good for first time vaulters like me. That way if you do die, what you took with you, you get back, but what you looted, you lose, which I think to me is honestly like a really good thing. I can always turn the casual mode off. Thankfully, it's super simple to do that. But for now, I'm going to play on casual because I'm a casual player. I'm not a part of the SMP like Iskal and Stress Monster and all those other guys. So I would like to actually keep my stuff when I die, because whenever they die, oh my gosh, you can hear the pain. Like thankfully they've removed some of like the enchanting pieces that you have to deal with. Like, you know, no protection and stuff like that. Oh, beautiful diamonds. So thankfully there's some pieces where it's just like a little bit easier to like get going, but the pain of having to restart all your stuff is very real. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh, you gonna be like that. You dirty diamond. Hey! Okay. Hey! I was about to be so butthurt. I was gonna be so butthurt if that was it. One of the other really cool features of Vault Hunters is what's known as magnets. And I'm super, super excited for this. Dude, just do Control P. It's not that hard. Sorry, somebody doesn't know how to print. It's not that hard, people. Oh gosh, what was I saying? What was I saying? Help me. Help me. Streamer brain is hit hard. Magnets. Magnets. Okay. Magnets is a thing. So if you notice, whenever I break these blocks, they're all just sitting there, right? Well, one of the things that you can create, you have to find magnetite in order to do this. And I don't mean the Pokemon. There is basically magnetite ore, and then like there's like a whole recipe for it, which I don't think is actually terribly expensive for like one of the base magnets. But then what you do is you go in here, click on this, and I think it's your belt. I think it's your belt. I think you put the magnet on your belt slot. And on that belt slot is like the magnet, and what you can do is like you mine this, and depending on its strength, it will pick up blocks for you and put them into your inventory. It is a beautiful thing, and when you've got backpacks or pouches or anything of the sort, it can basically put them directly in there, because like you can also set like filters for those things and just say like, you know, I want to accept vault rocks and these ores, and those are the only things that eventually can like fit in there, and it's amazing. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out this little section of the wall. I think that'll be it for like what I do for the vault rock portion of this. So I'd like to eventually get some diamonds. One of the things I very much appreciate is I accidentally right click from time to time, and this doesn't stop me from mining because I did that the way that it does in our realm. So I'm very happy about this. I'm just very happy today. If you guys didn't notice, I'm just so very happy. Alright, I'm going to call this good. I can always come back later and grab more of this, but I want to be able to get a little bit further down into the mines. Ooh, alright, looks like we got a question that just came through, so let me go ahead and pop up here. And I will be right back, guys. Alright, here we are. Okay, so I've got 4 diamonds, got a bunch of vault cobblestone. I've got 32. Okay, that's enough for 8 crystals. Sweet. This is really good. I'm liking this. This is a way, way, way better start than I had previously. Way, way, way better start. So I'm kind of wondering, should I just get out of here? Interesting. Okay. So I don't actually know a lot of the recipes here. So, not 100% sure. Okay. So I believe, okay, we know that I can do that. Chromatic tiny dust. Oh, interesting. Okay. chromatic iron ingot is chromatic iron nuggets. I wonder if I take this raw chromatic iron and throw it through the furnace if it makes the ingot. And I hope it does. Chromatic. Ah, okay. So one of the upgrades to the chromatic iron is chromatic steel, which takes 4 iron ingots and then 2 refined carbons. Carbon is not something I can find in the wild. I have to find that in the vault. And then you can eventually make black chromatic. Gosh, black chromatic steel ingots, which is black opal, which this is like 4 opal, like 4 black opal makes a perfect. Oh, that's so expensive. Chromatic powder. Okay. So I think I may actually be done in terms of like the digging, except for going after diamonds. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okie dokie. Let's see. Just trying to figure out what to do. I was not expecting to be like this successful at finding some stuff like this quickly. I just really didn't expect this. So maybe what I can do real quick is I can hop down in the mines and search for some more diamonds. So let's do that real quick because I'm gonna need some diamonds for the future. Thankfully I don't need it at the immediate moment, but it will be needed soon. Alright. Oh my gosh, 1 second here. Somebody didn't understand when I said they have 14 days that it meant 14 days, not a month. BRB. Okay, let's keep going. I gotta tell you what, guys, like 1, playing on Java, and 2, oh, I need torches. That's what I really need from up there. So playing Java and also playing on a new computer like I am, it's really nice because it can actually sustain having 2 monitors. My old computer could not. My old computer was on the struggle bus like nobody's business. Okay, I think what I'm going to do now that I have some of the stuff that I do, I'm going to just go ahead and convert the last of my coal into torches. Yeah, my computer previously was majorly on the struggle bus. It could not manage 2 screens while streaming. Like the usage, like the CPU usage and memory were like all at 100%. It struggled so bad. I just felt so bad for my computer. It was miserable. I had to put it out to pasture. I still have it, and I still use it from time to time, but it is certainly not going to be used for anything of this sort. So, but this new computer is so nice. Like, it just rocks, and I love it. So what I wound up getting was an HP Omen 25L, and I was able to do a little bit of upgrading. It's only got an i5 processor in it. I wanted the i7, but the amount of money to like improve that was just beyond what I could do. I was like, I'm sorry, like it's already hard enough to like buy a computer, and of course I bought it on credit, so that's on me. But like I wanted i7, but I took the i5. The RAM I upgraded from 8 gigs to 16 because to me that just seemed to be the best bet to do there. And then the graphics card is the it's the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060. And so it had the 3050 in it, and I upgraded to the 60 because the 60 seemed almost baseline for some of the things that people want to do these days in terms of streaming and in terms of just gaming in general. So I went ahead and like paid, I think it was like maybe $60 extra, but this computer like makes me so happy in terms of like what it can actually do. And it's just amazing. Like I've loved it. I've seen a couple of lag spikes, but I think when things hit at once, what else can you expect? Like it's gonna do it. But honestly, I don't think I've actually dropped like any frames. I'm still at like 0.2% for the CPU. Like I think it's actually doing a really good job. Let's see, let's actually go here. Then no. I'm an idiot. That's okay. We already know this. Just pretend. And then I know typically you want to only have like 2 blocks between, but I'll make that one 3. Mine a couple spots here. But yeah, so honestly, I'm really grateful for this computer. I've had it for a couple weeks and I wanted to start streaming sooner, but I needed to get used to Streamlabs. I needed to get that set up. I needed to get all of the other pieces to this puzzle set up. And honestly, I think it's good. Like this is my first actual usage of Streamlabs. I went over to Twitch Studio, which is what I had on my other computer, logged in, and none of my settings actually ported over. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, if I wasn't already gonna go ahead and like switch to Streamlabs, I am now. Okay, guys, that's just not fair. The amount of chromatic iron I'm finding, this is just not fair. Holy crap. I found another vein. This is supposed to be rare. Okay, I am going to mark this and come back to it. And let's edit that. Alrighty, I'm gonna come back to this when I've got fortune. Because like, I don't think I really should be that lucky to have found that much right away. So rather than use up all of my luck, I'm gonna go ahead and come back with fortune when I get it and really go to town with that stuff so that in case my fortune or my luck has run out, I can at least have as much as possible. Alright, come on, diamonds. Don't play coy with me. One thing that I did see, like, in diving around in the water around my base is that there are quite a few surface diamonds. Well then. You'll never guess what I just found. Really do not like silverfish. Okay, so I can see I'm bumping into some lava. Yeah, I really dislike silverfish. Honestly, I've never really had much of a problem with silverfish in Bedrock, but I think it's because anytime I've dug anywhere where you would find silverfish, I always had silk touch. So I've like hardly ever run into them. So I like almost got killed by silverfish the other day, and I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, I don't know. much further this direction I'm going to go before I turn and keep moving. It's really hard to want to like actually do this with my diamond pick. Okay, so there's another modded ore. Which one do we got? Osmium. Okay. I think I'm going to run just a few more blocks this way. Ooh, gold. That's actually really handy. Gold is quite a bit more useful in Vault Hunters than it is in any of the other editions of Minecraft that I've played. And of course I'm going to take all the redstone. Honestly, this is like a true hoarder's game. Like, you want everything you can find. It's kind of hilarious. Okay. So some gold, that was good. That was really good to find. It's not much, but it's there. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. I did dig this right at the right side. So let's go ahead and do one of these. Okay. Don't need any of those. Don't need any of that. Zinc. Okay. One thing you'll also notice too is you'll see the stars over these things. And that basically just says, like, you know, you've recently picked this item up. It's super handy. I very much appreciate that. Because you're like, what did I just pick up? What was that? I don't know. And then it's like, oh, that star gives it away. It's kind of like that parent that totally sees where the kid hid from the other one. And then they're like, psh, they're hiding under the sink. And you're like, man, you just ousted me, a little snitch. And it's like, yep, you better believe it. I'm going to call you out for what you are or where you are. I really can't wait to like start saying, hey babe, Sam's under the sink. Which, let's be real, he better not be under the sink. If he's under the sink, he's probably going to get into the soap or some of the other cleaning stuff. So let's hope that he doesn't do that. At least not for a couple years. Until he knows not to drink the Kool-Aid or the soap. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, thankfully somebody else took that novel. Okay. I guess that checks out today. Okay, be right back. Okay, so real talk. At work, one of the things that I like to do is like assist the people that I'm helping with like critical thinking. Oftentimes we just get like people who post random things. So they're seeking help when they post in our channel. They're like, hey, help, like what do I do? Like, can I get some assistance with this? Okay, that's to be expected. That's what the channel is for. But when they say case number this, what do I do? I want to slap them silly. Absolutely silly. Because why don't you help me? If you're asking me for help, why don't you give me more details besides what do I do? Like, I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you think we should do? Maybe use your brain. Half the time, like our channel is called Team Questions. Half the times, they won't even post a question. So we can use emojis, and I am king at using emojis, and sometimes people have had to tell me, dude, that's coming off rude. And I'm like, okay, you know what, you're right. Let me actually fix that, because that is kind of me being a jerk, and I don't want to be a jerk too much. But I'll put like a thumbs up. I'm like, good for you. Or I'll use like the Pikachu thumbs up, and I'm like, come on. All right, 1 second. I got to go do some research because this person didn't do any. BRB. Cool. Okay. Sometimes I just got to be like, okay, what do you think we should do? So yeah, one of the things that I've been doing is like really working with my team to try to really help them critically think, and like rather than coming to me and saying, what do I do? Be like, what do you think we should do? So that is actually half the time what I'll ask them. But I will tell you this, like just in terms of like real life application, I know when someone's brand new, they may have literally no idea what to do. Like they could just outright not have a clue. I get that. That's a part of a new job. But over time, what I like to do is work with them. And I say, you know what? I had this job for my previous credit union. So I had this previous job with, yeah, I knew if I looked up I'd get lucky there, with a credit union that basically my boss did some of these things. So give me 1 sec, I gotta help out again. I'll be right back and I'll explain what my old boss did for me. Okay, I can see them typing, so I may have to disappear again, but I also had to help one of my other coworkers. So, one of the things that my old manager used to do back at the credit union that I was at was she never once wanted me to walk into her office. And of course, you know, she worked with me quite a bit, so this wasn't like a surprise to me. She really helped culture me. She really helped me like at the role that I was doing prior. Basically as like a regular collections person, and then I became the mortgage collections person. So she was able to really help me through a lot of stuff like that. So it's not like, you know, her doing this for me was like difficult. Like this was like some trust was built. One of the things that she would do is she would be like, okay, so you want to do this, or like this is the situation, what do you think, like what do you think should be done? And it wasn't just like, you know, what do you think should be done? It was like, okay, if you're gonna bring something to me, I want you to bring this to me and just be like, hi, this is the issue at hand, these are the resources I've used, this is what I want to do, this is why, now let's talk about it. And it was okay to be wrong. It was okay to be like, I feel like we should foreclose on this house. And she's like, I don't think we should foreclose on this house. And then we would talk about why. And that helped me because it never let me get lazy. It never allowed me to just be like, help, what do I do? Tell me what to do. And I think arguably one of the best critical thinking skills you could ever adopt is think about what should be done first before you go ask what someone else thinks should be done. So that's one of the things that I've been working with my team on. I just buried some redstone. I want that. It's what I work with my team on constantly. I post this in our channel frequently, and I'm like, hey, okay, if you're gonna post here, I'm gonna need a little bit more information than what you're handing me. So give me a little bit more. For the most part, they've actually been relatively receptive to this, and it's stopped a significant portion of these what do I do kind of posts. So little life tip, just something that I've learned and what I do. Now, of course, somebody's brand new, I'm going to be a lot nicer, and I'm probably just going to answer their question right away. But if you've been around a hot minute, I'm going to be like, okay, have you looked before you ask? No? Yeah, why don't you go look? Okay, well, I looked and I didn't find anything. Well, you didn't look very hard because I know where the resource is that you're not finding. And then now what do you think? Some people hate me for that, and I get why they would not be happy about that because they're like, dude, I'm on the phone. Yeah, I get it. But this is going to save you the next time you're on the phone and a different owner has a similar issue. So, life tips, little things that I like to do. Hopefully that's insightful for anybody. All right, 1 second. I got a response, so I'm going to go take a look. Alrighty friends, sorry about that. Apparently while I was looking away, things got a little bit busier, so I had to make sure that I took care of some stuff, because I can't have anybody thinking that I'm not paying attention. No, I have to punch my way out now. Doesn't help I don't even have torches, so I can't even like set this up for torching. Okay, let's see. So I've only got a total of 5 diamonds, but I think it's worth coming up a little bit and dropping some stuff off. Oh my gosh, no. You people like look before you ask. Okay. Alright, let's head up real fast. I'm gonna drop some things off real quick. Looks like my pick is doing okay. The hardest part about some of the early stage mining, especially with diamonds, is like you want to find more diamonds. Ooh, I have 8 diamonds. Ooh. You want to find like, you know, more diamonds and stuff. But it is very difficult because you're like, okay, I need to use diamonds, like a diamond pick to like get further. But then you're like, but if I use my diamond pick too much, it'll break. And now I have to use more diamonds to like make a new pick. Alright, let's go ahead and just drop these out. Let's grab some iron. Still got some sticks. Let's go ahead. I want a shovel and an axe. Not like I really need an axe down here, but yeah, there's that. Okay, so I have 8 diamonds. I need 24 in order to make a set of armor. And then, let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I think 11 more in order to make a full set of tools, including the hoe. Alrighty, let's go ahead and keep digging. I'm gonna go this. Oh, I also don't have torches. That was the issue. Boo. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be my other limiting factor. Torches. Guess who just found diamonds? Oh man, one of the things that I like to do whenever I'm mining for diamonds and I run out of torches is I do this thing where like I'm coming down this way, but I'm totally gonna like mine through towards a light source to try to get that light to shine into the path I'm in. Kind of a little cheater way that I do some of my mining, but you know what? It works, and occasionally you find some diamonds. All right. Okay, that's 4 more. That's 12. Alrighty, so I've gone with 12. Oh my gosh, that chromatic iron vein stretches all the way back over here. I didn't realize like just how, okay, there we go. That actually makes sense. All right. So I think I'm going to head back all the way up and get back to my island, because what I want to do is I at least want to put together, what you call it, one of those enchantment tables. So I want to make an enchantment table, and I want to try to see if I can go ahead and get fortune on this pick. As much as I want to go ahead and make sure I've got like full gear and everything, I'm going to wait on the gear for a little bit, because I want to at least make sure that I'm like fully decked out as best as possible. All right. Sorry, I'm sliding around my desk and it makes a lot of noise. I will say this. Here's my one complaint currently. Deep Slate does not compress, so that makes me a little sad. Okay. I'm going to steal the good resources out of here that I want. Obviously, I can't take everything with me. I don't care about the osmium. I'm going to take the flint. I don't want any of that. Cool. Okay, so I do have some space for some things, which is good. Can we compress tough? Yep. Heavy, tough bricks. Interesting. Cool. All right. So we're going to get to take some tough up with this. Can compress. Aha. Well, that's not worth it to me. All right. Let's see. I don't believe I can. That's bread. Don't think I can do vault stone. No. Okay. But I do believe I can compress these. So let's go ahead. Okay, we already know I can't compress any of this. Let's throw the gold there. And then just kind of clear out the inventory. Actually, I can do the chromatic iron. Oh my gosh, one of my teammates caught parchment paper on fire. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay, so it's only 4. Okay, that really helps. Oh, one more piece of iron would have been really good. Okay. Take these. Sorry, I'm basically just trying to make sure I've got all my stuff ready to go before I go plodding up to the surface. Just makes doing that significantly easier. On Earth. All right, let's see, what else? Let's see if any of this will compress. I don't know if gravel does. I didn't actually get a whole lot of granite. Let's grab the gravel. Sweet. Okay, and then that is gonna do it. So let's grab, okay, none of these really need to be done. I'm gonna grab these. Okay, I didn't really actually save a whole lot of space, but you know what? Have you looked? Seriously, have you searched for this? Is like one of the common questions I have to ask people. Okay, so this didn't save a ton of space, but that's fine. What I'm looking to do now, I'll probably grab 2 things of deep slate. Yeah, I'll just grab those. Have you searched for this? What answer did they give me? Thank you. Okay, alrighty, let's head up. Okay, I did not make stairs for this. Okay, for those who are curious, this is raw lead, a thermal expansion ore. Okay, here we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Really gonna need stairs for this later. Oh, and lapis. Okay, let's drop out that and we'll grab that. Let's see. Gonna go ahead and throw a waypoint down on this. Cool. It's so easy to like misplace something like that. Do 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 do. Doop doop. That one wasn't common knowledge, so I can't expect them to know that. Alright, so. Okay, that was dumb. I think we're good for the moment. Let's hop in our boat and come sail away with me. Hold on. Must have literally just like driven my boat over a pufferfish. What the heck? Wait. You can't drive a boat and eat? What is wrong with Java? Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this away from this waterfall because I would love it if... Yay! I really don't know why my previous boat sank. That was so weird. Do 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 do. Here we go. We are going up to the island. Livia, I don't even know what that face is. I see it, but I don't know what that is. It just looks hilarious. Or are you yawning because I'm like duping? All right. Welcome home. Let's see. Let's dump some stuff out of here. Oh, so beautiful to be able to do that. All right, let's go grab some extra wood because ya boy needs another couple chests. One of the other fun parts was like in my other world, I like made this decently large home because I'm like, I'm gonna need a lot of space. Yeah, even though I had a lot of space, I struggled to have enough room for stuff. Like, there's so much. It's unreal. Oh my gosh. Okay, so literally same person still asking me questions. BRB. Yeah, so this person in particular is not my favorite. They, yeah. Can't tell you how many times they were here, but then they weren't here on the schedule. Never showed up. Okay, so I'm going to need to get some more coal. I am like absolutely baffled at the fact I found no coal. Like none while I was down there. Coal is not uncommon. Now I have to run across my island and hope for like the single bits of coal. Oof. Oh yeah, I can't forget to pick up that diamond if I can ever find where that was. You know, this is a very thick area. Just a very thick mountain or island, so I wouldn't be surprised if I dug into it a little bit. I might find some. Whee, right into the cactus. Okay, cool. Found one. That's right, I need to make that enchanting table so I can get fortune, so that if this is how this is going to be for a bit, I can at least get more bang from my buck. And Livy, good to know that was a surprised face. You just never know. Some of those those emotes just come out super small, and so I'm like, I can't see it. I'm blind. I'm wearing my glasses and I'm blind. Up. Okay, good. I thought I was about to take some damage from falling. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna jump off here. Because if coal, excuse me, if coal is gonna be this big of a pain in the butt to come by, I'm gonna have to go with the renewable source. This is just not gonna work for me. Okay. Do 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 do. Hey Bailey. Hey sweet girl. Oh, drowning. just pop up real quick and go, go down. Okay. Come on. Up, don't die. Aha, man, I almost made it without taking any extra damage. Man, I can't get too close to the monument, or else I'll get mining fatigue. No, 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 no. You're a little far away from home, buddy. I know I could probably have gone after that, but that guy got me. Like, there's only so much damage you can really take by one of those before they're gonna kill you. And he got me before I would have been able to do anything. Now, if I had charged in at him, probably could have got him. But don't want to think I'm better than I am, because I know I'm not that great. Gosh, this is really hard not being able to actually, like, swim at full speed. Like, this is driving me crazy. Like, in Bedrock, I could at least swim and go faster. Like, I have to go underwater in order to swim faster. You know what? Give me the boat. Aha. Yeah, we cooking with gas now, y'all. Yeah. All right, we're just gonna call that good. Pop out of my boat here. Am I actually going up? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need a potty break here in just a sec, because I have been going for 3 hours, and I think I've needed to go for like an hour. Yeah, one of these days this is gonna end up being a bubble column, or I'm gonna have to make a bubble column somewhere in the center. All right, here we go. Cool. Let's drop this out. All right. If I can at least get 9 of this kelp, then I can make a kelp block, and it's a 2-for-1 ratio on dried kelp. To basically, like, for every 1 that you use, you get 2. So hopefully this works out. So I think this 1 piece of coal should serve me well. Do cave 6. Oh no. Okay, so we ran out. That's really sad. Doop doop doo. Doop doop doo 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 doo. Cool. All right. Sweet. Okie dokie. Alrighty, guys. While this is working, I'm gonna run to the restroom, and I'll be back in just a few. Alrighty. I'm back. I don't know why I tried to make two. I obviously couldn't make two. Alright, so that's another one I can make. This is going to be a little bit rough to start here. The amount of yeah, the amount of work that this is gonna be is gonna not be the most pleasant. Okay, let's do a smidgen of organizing. Let's go ahead and see. I'm gonna throw vault based stuff in there. So I'm gonna grab these and these. Let's grab those. goes in. So ultimately, I'm going to need to be able to like smelt the chromatic iron. And so like I'm gonna have to go through this whole process of like trying to get this all set up. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't actually need to do this in a crafting grid. Wait. Whoops. Made an extra one. That's all right. I don't want to use logs. Logs are like the worst. Okay. And oh, I need obsidian in order to actually do. Shoot. I need obsidian in order to actually make one of the tables, or the enchantment table. Shoot. Okay. That means I'm gonna have to go back down. At least I have this. Okay. Gosh, this is gonna take forever. Okay. Let's at least get this started. Let's see. All right. Let's grab Richides. Okay. All right, let's see. How are we doing? 6, 10. Okay. That one's got one. That one's gonna need one. That one's gonna need one. Okay. Alrighty guys, I think we may actually be wrapping it up here. Got the wife and the kiddo soon to be showing up. And I want to make sure that I can be there for them. And the wifey's actually still watching the stream, so she can hear me. So, but I want to make sure that I can like be there for them and help her get Sam in and everything. So I think I'm gonna call it for now. I think in between streams, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep working on this whole fuel thing. I think I'm gonna go back down into the mines because I know that there was some lava. And I think I'm going to go take a bucket of water and start mining out some obsidian. I'm going to get myself an enchantment table and just start working on some of those other little pieces. So I'm going to call it here. I'm hoping that I'll be back on tomorrow. I will probably come back on for Vault Hunters just because I want to get this started. And I can play the realm stuff in the background. So I want to go ahead and make sure that, you know, I'm actually like getting somewhere. Probably didn't need to put that one there or there. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for joining today. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for embracing the Vault Hunters. It's gonna be different, and I'm gonna be taking this quite slow. Like, I need to make sure that like I take it slow enough that like I'm actually going to enjoy this, because this pack can be pretty brutal. It can like really kick your butt if you're not careful. So yeah, I want to make sure that I like, you know, take my actual time with this. So, but yeah, thanks so much for joining, guys. I appreciate the heck out of you. Wouldn't be here if not for you guys. So yeah, thanks so much, everyone. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining in. And I will try to do a stream probably in the afternoon tomorrow. But yeah, thanks so much, guys. Love y'all, and I'll catch you later. Bye.